We're going to walk you through how to make this twisted shank diamond engagement ring with a diamond under gallery. Let's take a look at how this definition is broken up. It's broken up into 4 sections. First, the shank here at the bottom. We build the bridge, which is this section here. Let's change the color. We build this bridge here, and on that bridge we are creating diamonds. This third section is the main gemstone and curves. That's this claw section up here. You can, and how it's made. And then we are using a girdle curve here to build the sides. We're using the command between 2 curves to catch it from the bottom curve to the top curve to create this twist. And we're using flow sweep 1 7 points so that we can change the size of the profiles as we go through. We're capping them at the end. We're mirroring it to the opposite side. So we just are creating 1, mirroring it, 2, mirroring it, and then we are, last but not least, adding diamonds to the shoulders. Okay, let's do what we always do, and let's turn things off. Well, let's see how parametric this is. So if I change the finger size, everything changes. Notice how the diamonds don't match all the way up here, but we can add more diamonds in easily. But the heads move, the sides move, everything moves. So by making a few adjustments, we can add more diamonds to it. Let's go down to a size 6. The diamonds are bunching up. Well, they're doing pretty good. We'd have to adjust it here so that that 1 diamond moves. But everything else is staying in position. Okay. Most designs start as a size 7. And here we go. It works pretty good in a size 7. We can change the number of stones under here as well. And we can change the center stone parametrically as well. This is the main stone. You can go cushion. And you can change the dimensions of the stone as well. And notice as we change the dimensions of the stone, the shoulders stay intact. We can make adjustments slightly because they're following a curve. Okay? You can go in here and add more claws if you like. Right now there's 8 claws that we can do. We can do more if we want. But let's just get rid of these. You can adjust everything underneath here as well. You can scale the top. Let's change the top seam. You can twist them. Twist them from the bottom as well, if you wanted to. You can bring it in, bring it out, adjust the location, and fine-tune it. Okay? You can create a seat underneath here if you want. Bring that seat. Where are we? Got a gate problem right there. There's nothing in here. Okay. Oh, because we have turned. Okay. If we want type 1, we're going to have to just adjust this slightly. And there's type 1. There's type 2. And there is the seat. So we can bring that seat up in here and adjust it as well. Cap. There we go. So if you want the seat there, you can put the seat. You can adjust it if you want. And you can change the type of seat. Okay. Let's remove that again. And let's hide this. Okay, as we do with all definitions, we go backwards and we turn everything off. So we can look at things. And see what's going on. Okay, so the only thing we got on is the first section. The first section we can taper. We're using 2 profiles and a ring size. We're using actually 1 profile. This profile is not working. We can actually change profile on the opposite side as well. And you can change the shape of it. To whatever shape you want on the bottom. Okay. Let's go back. What were we? I think we're square. Actually, no, I think we're half. There you go, half smooth. That's what we were. Okay, so that's the bottom part of the ring. The top part of the ring is up here. Now, the way we get that is we're using the ring rail, this rail. We're creating using a circle, and we're cutting it to get the top part. This rail here, right? It's a bridge rail. And if you want to see that, it's that curve there. So we're grabbing the bridge curve, and we're sweeping the bridge curve with the sweep 1 command, and we're using a square profile, and we can change the thickness and width of it. Okay. Right now we're going to go 1.5, 3 is fine, and we're sweeping it. We're exploding this to find a surface. Then we're taking the surface, this surface here, which is this surface. We're finding a position on there to get a curve, this curve here, the blue curve with the 2 dots, okay? Using the IsoCurve UV. Now from there, we are also using the surface and finding a subsurface. And we're going to put circles here on this circle. and we're going to use orient to curve. We're going to find a normal between, like we're going to place them on the surface. In this particular case, we're putting circles between the surfaces, and this is for the figuring out where the start claws go, and we're going to fit them with prongs. That's these prongs here. Now the gemstones, we're using the same curve, we're using the same component, orient to curve, and we're going to fit in gemstones and mirror them to the opposite side. Okay, so we've mirrored them to the opposite side as well. We're using the intersecting of the offset girdle curve to find the intersection between these two circles here, and using that to find the location of the claws. And down here we're using that and making the end claws in position here. Okay. Now that we got the bridge and diamonds in place, the next thing is the main gemstone. And what we're using in here is a component called, we're grabbing it from the AlgoJewels, we're grabbing it from the settings, and we're using the, which component here is it? I believe it's Curve Claws 1.2. We drag that to the canvas with all this already in place. We just pick the gemstone that we want. Okay, not cushion, we're going to go with around brilliant, which is in an oval shape. And we're making the adjustments of this before we move it with orient to curve, because everything is built over 0, 0, 0. And then we're moving it based on the ring curve, so it follows the ring curve around up to the top. Okay, let's hide this. You can always unhide things and see what geometry is going through. At the end, we're sorting it, and once it's in place, we ungroup it, we sort it, and then color it. Okay, and this is adjust the bottom rail, orient to top. Okay, this component here actually belongs over here with the build the okay. What we're doing is adjusting the bottom rail. We can scale it. We're using the ring orient because we're going to use that curve up here to use it between the blend between two curves. And what we're blending to create this is between this position here, this blue line, and down here. Okay, and what you can see is we're bending, we're creating a curve. See the curve that's being created between this straight line and this straight line. We're creating a twisted curve, and here's the opposite twisted curve. One's a little bit different than the other because we need that in the sweep, 7-point sweep, because we're sweeping 7 profiles on this curve and adjusting the middle profiles to give us the overlap. Okay, you can see one's a little bit thinner here, thickens out. And because we've adjusted the profile curve on the inside, we get the overlap. Okay, once we have the surface, we want the blue surface, which is custom color blue. That's this surface here. We're going to add diamonds to it using the round, brilliant to curve and surface. So to get that working, we need a curve to make the surface and B-rep. So we need a subcurve on the surface here to add the diamonds to. And you can see that curve right in here. Okay, that curve is this curve. Once we have that reference curve, we're adding it to this component that comes off of gemstones, round, brilliant to curve surface, bringing that in. Okay, and what we're going to do is, because we're going to create claws, we need them rotated 180 degrees to the opposite side. And we also need the gemstones rotated to the opposite side. So there's the ring built in 4 steps, 5 steps actually, with the diamonds in place, and how it is done using AlgoJewels, making it parametric and easily adjustable. The beauty of this too is that, let's say this one is the custom curve. Okay, let's do this one. This one's not the custom curve. Instead of half round, let's do, we add a shape. See, we just added a shape on the inside curves here automatically. We can add that to the top as well. What was it? We got triple round. And we can add it to the bottom, triple round as well. So you now just change the ring completely by adding a shape to it. Let's say you want to use a 2-story, second floor. Or is it second floor? You've just changed the profile curve there again. So you can go square, and you can go any combination of what you want. You can change the width. You can change the height. Okay, so there's a lot of flexibility in these sliders to give your ring a different appeal. But now that you got the ring in that way, you can come back up here to ring size, change it to an 8, and everything adjusts automatically. You can change the shape as we did before. And everything adjusts based on the, we'd have to make adjustments for the thickness of this stone, and we might want to, you know, change this to, let's go this number, let's go 16. Once we change that to 16, we can now double up on quite simply with sliders. Thank you for watching.